Good morning, friends. In the yesterday's class, we have seen the article number 12 and 13. That is the definition of the state and the judicial review, guys. So, in this session, I am going to do the remaining articles of the right to equality. Okay, guys. Sorry, guys. Our topic for the discussion is fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. Okay, guys, in the fundamental rights, that the topic that we are going to discuss today is the first one, that is right to equality. Right to equality. Okay, guys. So in the right to equality, we have 14 to 18. Guys, we have article numbers from 14 to 18. Okay, so we have seen what exactly the definition of the state in the article number 12, and what the judicial review is seen in the article number 13. So we have done with article number 12 and article number 13. Now I am taking this session on the article number 14 to 18, that is right to equality, guys. Okay, so guys, as it said, right to equality. Right to equality means the articles provided in the 14 to 18 are describing about the equality. About the equality means those rights are talking about the equality, guys. Okay. So if you see the article number 14, guys. Article number 14, if you see, article number 14 is right to freedom, guys. Okay. Right to freedom. Sorry. Guys, article number 14 is equality before law. Equality before law. Okay, guys. So article number 14 says equality before law. Okay. So what does equality before law? Okay, guys. Equality before law means everyone is equal before law. So if one person has to represent before the law, everyone is equal before the law, irrespective of his anything, irrespective of his ground, that is the gender, okay, caste, class, anything, irrespective of anything, everyone is equal before law. That is equality before law, guys. This provision we have taken from the United Kingdoms. And along with that, the article number speaks about the equal protection of law, guys. Equal protection of law. Equal protection of laws. Guys, this provision we have taken from the US. So the US follow equal protection of law, whereas the UK, that is United Kingdom, follows equal protection of law. So what do you mean by equal protection of law, guys? Guys, in the equal protection of laws, the like ones will be treated as alike, and the unlike ones will not be treated as like. For example, guys, I said that like ones should be treated as like. Okay, and the unlike is not treated as like. Okay, guys, this is about the equal protection law. So what do you mean by like is treated as the like and unlike is not treated as the like, guys? Okay, guys, so like is to be treated as alike. Okay, sorry. Okay, what does it mean, guys? Guys, if during any judgment the adult man should be treated as the adult man only. Okay, if there is any distance, so if there is any issue between the man and the woman, then we take it as the unlike is not treated as the like, guys. Okay, because women are having few provisions. Okay, the way of living, the criteria is different from the man, guys. Okay, so for that reason, alike is treated as alike, whereas unlike is not treated as like. For example, so guys, any son's father is a police, so he will be having the gun. So if unknowingly the son of that police person, he has taken the bullet and he fired, then we can't make a case on him. Okay, so because on that situations we take this case, that is unlike is not treated as a like, as he has fired the gun, we can't take him as a criminal. Okay, so the reasons for that is different, guys. So like should be treated as like and unlike is not treated as like. This gives the equal protection of law. Equal protection of law. We have equal protection of law. This we have taken from the US, whereas equality before law we had taken from the UK, United Kingdom, guys. Okay, this speaks about the right to equality. Article number 14, guys. Very important, very important, guys. In every Supreme Court judgments, maximum we get this contest, right to equality. For example, we are having the Sabarimala case. Okay, guys, Sabarimala case, I will give you simple introduction, guys. That is no entry of the some restricted age women into the temple. Okay, guys, then we need to know what are these effects or consequences. Okay, so few women are saying that it is right, we have the right to move to the temple. Okay, so women are saying the constitution is providing us right to equality. Why you are distinguishing between the men and women, and why you are bringing the again age into the picture? Okay, so this is very important article, guys, and we see in maximum judgment right to equality. For example, marriage. Okay, so marriage is the right to marriage. So the Supreme Court said right to marriage is their own wish under Article 21. Why? Because Article 21 speaks about life and personal liberty. Okay, so irrespective of the caste and everything, you people have the right to marry. So you people have the right to life and personal liberty. So under that case, the Supreme Court that right to marry is valid under Article 21, guys. So like that, we have many judgments and many issues that we came across regarding the right to equality. Okay, right to equality. And for example, if we see the recently Citizen Amendment Act. So in Citizen Amendment Act 2019, it said that people of the Jain, Buddha, Sikh, Christian, Parsis and the Hindus who came to India before 31st December 2014 from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh will be given citizenship by India. But in that they have left one religion, guys, that is Muslim. That is Muslim, guys. Okay, does that Protection Act is giving the right to equality? Okay, guys, so he said right to equality, everyone is equal before the law. Okay, guys, so we have this type of things we need to consider, guys. Okay, so we had discussions over that so the bill is saying that as Muslims are already having those rights at those places, but few the non-Muslims are not having. That's why we India are giving the citizen to those people. Like that we have these provisions, guys. Okay, so just I want to give some examples. That is the only thing. Okay, so right to equality is the very important. We have equality before law, UK, and the equal protection law. Okay, like will be treated as and unlike is not treated as like, guys. Okay, done. So I will move to the next article, that is article number 15. So article number 15 says that no discrimination on grounds of certain category, guys. No discrimination. Article 15, guys. No discrimination. No discrimination. Okay, no discrimination on certain grounds. Like the grounds they have explained is religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Okay, so we can't discriminate the people on the following these categories. That is, guys, religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. Okay, place of birth. So what does it mean? So we can't say that those belongs to Muslims only can enter this hotel, this place, this park, this museum. No guys, we can't say like that. So no discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, place in public places. In public places. Okay, so wherever we are having the public places means these are meant by these are formed by the governments. Okay, these places are open to the everyone guys. These places are open to the everyone and no one can't discriminate. That is, we can't say these are meant for only the Muslims. These are meant for only the Hindus, Christians. We can't say like that. So no religion, race. Okay guys, so we can't discriminate on the race, that is the Negroids, Astro. So like that we can't say that. Okay, it is for cosmopolitan, everyone guys. Okay, and the caste. Same as the sex, it is open for the male, it is not open for the female. No, we can't do like that. And the place of birth, so people belonging to the XYZ place only can visit this place. Okay, like these situations we can't take into consideration guys. So no discrimination on the religion, on the grounds of certain criteria, that is the religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. Okay, now I need to discuss one more thing. As I said, that no discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. But in the constitution itself, we have some provisions, guys, for women and children. Okay, for women, children, and backward classes. But they are having the few extra provisions, guys. They are having the few extra provisions. Why they are having these extra provisions, guys? Guys, in the constitution itself, so during the drafting of the constitution only, Ambedkar said, on that day only Ambedkar said, guys, right now everyone is not on the same path, guys. Everyone is not on the hamlet. So some people are at this place, few are at this place, that is near to this place, and few are like this here. So if everyone has to be at single path, that is, if everyone to be at a single line, on this line only, we should give some extra privilege to these people, guys. Okay, such that they will come and join these people. Okay, like that we should give some extra concessions, some extra privilege to these people, such that they also can come and join this child books. So that is universal, guys. That is universalization, guys. So for that purposes, we have given few extra provisions to the backward classes. That is the SC, ST or OBC people, guys. OBC people. Okay, such that they can also join those people, and they along with them they can also move. So everyone will move saath. Okay, guys. But this is not about the giving the reservation, guys. So they are giving because we need to take them along with us. That's the reason they are giving. This means that this is not discrimination, guys. This doesn't come under the discrimination purpose, guys. Women, guys. Okay, you people are know that how much work they will do, means they will means they have some physical issues. Okay, guys, some biological issues, many things like that. Okay, so for them we need to give some extra provisions. Okay, some extra provisions. For example, if a woman has been jailed for the 10 years, like the judgment came like that, guys. Okay, and we have some provisions with the president, guys. We have some provisions with the president. So by considering this, like if the woman is jailed for 10 years, but she is pregnant, or she is having a small child who has born 5 months ago. Okay, then how this person will be in jail for 10 years, guys? No. So for these considerations, we have provisions regarding the women that this doesn't mean that it's a discrimination. No, guys. Okay, so we have like this provision for the women classes and the children, guys, like as I said, okay, in the previous example. Okay, so if that person has fired the gun, it doesn't mean that he should be violating the law. Okay, so these are the extra provisions, guys. These are the extra things that is for the women, children and the backward classes. We have the provisions regarding the Article 15. This doesn't come under discrimination. This is differential treatment. What we can call it as differential. Okay, guys, differential. differential treatment. Okay, differential guys. Okay, not the different, differential is different from the different guys. Differential means requirement guys, so depending upon their requirement, means if you feel that if it required then we are going, if it is not required then we are not giving, means we are not giving the more than requirement. Okay, but they are the needs for them, that's why we are providing guys. Okay, differential treatment is not the discrimination guys. Okay, please keep in mind. I will move to the next article, that is article number 16 guys. Article number 16. Okay, article number 16 says that, okay, article number 16 says that the equal opportunity in public employment. Okay, equal opportunity, equal opportunities in public employment. In public employment guys, what does it mean? Public employment means government job. Okay, public employment means government job. So equal opportunity should be given to the government jobs. Okay, for everyone, equal opportunity in public employment, that is government jobs. Okay guys, so guys, if you need to be equal opportunities in public employment, that is here we have, means along with those, that is in the previous class I said that, sorry, in the previous topic, no discrimination on the grounds of certain grounds, that is the religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. So along with those 5 provisions, here we need to add 2 more things, that is the residence. Okay, depending upon the residence and the domicile. Okay guys, so depending upon the residence and the domicile guys. Okay, so in this what they are saying guys, for example, equal opportunity in a public employment guys, in the government also we can't keep the each and every job open for the everyone, because like if you want that, like for example, if a job is, sorry, if a place is vacant in the religious place, for example in the temple, if it is any vacant, then we can't take the Muslim person into the temple guys. Okay, why? Because the temple means he should know few mantras and ragas, all those things guys. Okay, then only we can take. So here also we have some provisions. Okay, some exceptions guys. Okay, so in the temple we can take the person who is known of the religious matters regarding Hindus. Same as in the masjids, we can take the persons who know the Quran matters. Okay, so in the same manner guys, along with the previous provisions, along with the previous grounds, in giving the employment, we have concessions on the residence guys. We have concession on the residence. Like if you see, recently the government of Andhra Pradesh has passed the resolution that 75% of the employment opportunity should be given to the local people only. Okay guys, so they take the residence as a consideration and the domicile guys. Okay, and the domicile also could take as a consideration. Okay, so that is the place of nativity guys. Okay, so these are the provisions guys, that is the equal opportunity in public employment, that is the government jobs. So this will be given to the open to the everyone guys, open to the everyone, but we have few exceptions guys. We have few exceptions. Okay, guys, so this is about the equal opportunity in public employment. Okay, guys, clear? Okay, so this will be few concessions, we are having few exceptions like the residence and the domicile guys. Okay, the domicile is descent. Okay, that is article 16. Okay, so guys, if you see article 16.4, in this 16.4 only it is clearly mentioned that we are going to give some reservations for the backward guys. We are going to give some reservation for the backwards. So why they are going to give some reservation for the backwards? Same thing that I explained in article number 15 guys. Why? Because to take them the backward people along with the main category persons, they are giving the some reservation. 64 describes case about the reservation. Okay, reservation for seat or reservation for the promotions or anything. So reservation for the promotion in the jobs and all those things, guys. Okay, guys, clear? And the recent judgment in the Supreme Court, I think I am not clear idea. So reservation in promotion is not considered as a fundamental right. So reservation in promotion is not a fundamental right. Okay, so in the judgment I heard that is in the High Court, Supreme Court, I have not idea. So reservation for promotion. So reservation for promotion is not a fundamental right. Okay, so you can't directly go to the Supreme Court as it is violating your article, guys. Okay, these are the guys we need to update each and every day. Then only we can score good marks. Okay, so this is about the right to equality. But Article 1614 says it is reservation, guys. Reservation. Okay, because to take these people, that is the backward people along with the main class, we have the reservation, guys. Article 1614, guys. Section of subclass 4. Okay, now I will move to the article number 17, guys. Article number 17. So what article number 17 says? Okay, article number 17 says, okay, article number 17 says untouchability, guys. That is untouchability. Okay, article 17 says untouchable. If anyone is practicing untouchability, he can go to the Supreme Court and file, guys. So untouchability has been abolished, guys. Untouchability has been abolished. So for this we have the Untouchability Act in the year 1955. Untouchability Act 1955. Okay, guys. So these have been amended, and again we have came with Protection of Civil Rights Act. Protection of Civil Rights Act. Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955. Okay, so in the year 1976 these have been amended. So Untouchability Act 1955 have been amended, and the Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955, guys. Untouchability, guys. Untouchability. Okay, this, but Gandhiji, guys. Gandhiji is a father of Gandhiji fought first. Gandhiji fought for the untouchability. Not only Gandhiji, guys, many freedom fighters has fought for the untouchability. Okay, so untouchability, if anyone is practicing untouchability, it is crime, guys. Heinous crime. Right now it is not happening, but in the few places it is happening, guys. So, but prohibition of untouchability. Okay, this article says prohibition of untouchability. Okay, we have Untouchability Act 1955, and we have amended in the 1970s, and we have Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955, guys. Okay, so Gandhiji and many people have fought for the untouchability, guys. Okay, that is as Individuals Act, guys. Individuals Act. Okay, guys. So all this comes under right to equality. So we have equality, guys. So why we should be untouchable? If we see the guys, in the previous days, Dalit people, we used to sit in the classrooms at the back places. We used to have untouchability, guys, on previous days. If the student is entering the Dalit people, then he used to sit at the class, and he will move out of the class last after everyone has moved out of the class. So this type of untouchability we have followed, guys. Okay, but it is very strict crime, guys, and we should not follow this type of untouchable practice. Okay, we should motivate, we should keep on giving the things, means we should keep on motivating the children, guys, such that they will make this country and they will bring into new vibrant India. Okay, so guys, clear? And about untouchability. Now I am moving to the last article of today's discussion, guys. That is article number 18. Article number 18 says that abolition of titles. Abolition of titles. Okay, guys. 18. Abolition of titles. What does this titles means? What does this title, guys? Guys, titles means we have that dynasty titles, guys. Like, so dynasty titles means, guys, in many religions, that is in Hindus, Muslims, and many like that, we used to have titles like it is like somewhat privileges, guys. Somewhat privileged we used to have. But Article 18 says that abolition of titles. Abolition of titles. So we are not having the dynasty titles. Dynasty titles. Okay, dynasty titles have been abolished by the article number 13. So depending upon the abolish, we can't go for the fundamental rights, guys. Okay, so before everyone, you can't show that, hey, I am the XYZ person, I have to take this one at the prayer. So like that we are not having, guys. So the dynasty titles has been abolished. So everyone is equal before the law. But we have that is military and academic titles. We have military and academic titles. We have military and academic titles, guys. Okay, so these are the military and academic titles we are having, but we are not having the dynasty titles, guys. Okay, guys, with this I am closing the sessions, guys. So thank you one and all.